Hi, it's Julie Mirandino, and I'm here to explain to you guys the Shibby Shop Meal Plan Challenge. So I'm going to share my screen and we'll go over the meal plan and you can decide if it's something that you'd like to do with us. So on the Shibby Shop Meal Plan, we want you to take front view and side view progress pictures. So think about it like this. If you take your front and side view progress pictures in the beginning of the week and at the end of the week, if you aren't seeing the numbers moving on the scale that you'd like, you'll be able to see that progress. Of course, those are for your eyes only, and it will ask you to put those pictures in when you accept the challenge. And again, for your eyes only. No one in the Shibboleth community will be able to see them. Don't worry. But it is a wonderful progress thing that you can do that's not a scale measurement. So we like to call those non-scale victories. We also would like for you to weigh and measure yourself. You'll be able to see where you need to measure if you go to your journal in myshibboleth.com. You'll be able to enter your weight there and you'll be able to enter those measurements. And we highly recommend that you do those measurements because, again, we are going to be losing a lot more stored fat than muscle. So when we don't have that scale victory that we like, we can go back and remeasure and we can add up all the inches that we've lost. You're going to journal everything daily in the official Facebook support group. Now, that support group will be available to you via a link when you accept the challenge on the My Shibboleth website. We'll be taking photos of your meals and posting them there in the group for support and to make sure we can go back and make sure, that you're doing everything correctly. Now, with the Shibby Shop meal plan, all of your meal replacements or eating episodes, except for one, will be purchased through the Shibboleth store. There are no exceptions and no substitutes. We want you to know that these items have been picked out nutritionally and calorically to help you with this meal plan because we are allowing you to have 6 eating episodes in one day. Now, this might be a really good challenge for you to do if you need to change your eating habits or your behavioral modification of grazing all day long. Now, eating 6 episodes a day is not necessarily part of the Shibboleth Shield, but this can be kind of like a training wheel or beginning challenge that you can do to help you get past that feeling of wanting to eat all the time. Now, there's 2 ways we can do it. I'm going to be explaining that to you guys. If you are a Shibboleth member and you want to follow the Shield and eat 3 meals a day and spreading that out over the 4 to 6 hours, you can definitely do that by combining 2 of the eating episodes into 1 eating episode. But basically speaking, the Shibby Shop meal plan is a meal plan of 5 meal replacements. So 5 of your eating episodes come from specific meal replacements and 1 eating episode that you will make, or you might find at a restaurant, or you might find in as also a meal replacement or a perfect pairing. But we have it all listed out there for you in this meal plan, and I'm going to go over it with you right now. So we want you to post those pictures of all your eating episodes again in that Facebook support group, and then also we want you to be journaling in your myshibboleth.com journal. You can do that either on the website or on your app. We want you to be able to have a holiday because we get a holiday, 6 holidays a month in Shibboleth. So if you have the holidays left over in your month and you want to have a holiday during this week, you can, but that is optional. You don't have to. We, of course, want you to drink a half a gallon to a gallon of water each day. And again, just as I was explaining, each day you'll be allowed 6 eating episodes, 5 of which will be meal replacements that are going to be listed on page 2 And it has to be these meal replacements, not just anything you buy at the Shibby shop, not just any meal replacement you want. It has to be these specific ones because they are picked for their nutrients. They're picked for their calories. They're also picked because they are less, not less processed, but more digested. So your body doesn't have to take a lot of energy to digest these. They're pre-digested. Sorry, I was trying to remember that. Travis and I were talking about it. But anyways, you're going to have 6 eating episodes a day. Of course, 5 of them being specific, non-substitutable meal replacements and 1 meal option. You will choose your 5 meal replacements that you'll be able to have for those 5 eating episodes from the list on page 2, which I'll scroll down in a minute, you guys can see, which consists of meal replacement, shakes and bars, chips, drinks, and or desserts. Each option on the list, when you accept the challenge and you are able to download this document, then all of those options are hyperlinked to the Shibby shop. So we've tried to make that very easy, that you don't have to go in and try to find them. If you know it's something that you want to do, just click the link and it'll take you right to the Shibby shop for you to order. There also is the 1 meal option. Now this meal option, again, they're also hyperlinked to the website. So the recipe, the perfect pairing, the restaurant option, whatever it is that you choose. You can have that meal option anytime during your 6 episodes. You could choose to have it for your first episode or your second or your 4th or your 6th. It doesn't matter, but you get 1 meal option to choose from. And then again, the other eating episodes would be the meal replacements. Do you have to eat all 6? No, you don't, but they're there for you to have. Again, the next line is no substitutions are allowed. And what I want you to do also is I would like for you to, and it's not necessary because a lot of these meal replacements for your eating episodes, again, like we said, we pick them for calories. But if you wanted to be a little bit more strict about it, you could multiply your goal weight by 8 and to not exceed that amount of calories for the day. So if you wanted to be 140 pounds, you would multiply that by 8 and you would limit your calories for each day to 1,120 calories or less. Again, that's not necessary, but if you really want to be a little bit more stricter about the meal plan, you can follow that rule. You're going to use a 6 to 8 inch portion plate or your 2-hand rule, or follow the portion amount provided when making a recipe. Now, the meal replacements, it's pretty obvious how many you're going to be able to have. So you don't necessarily need to worry about a plate or your 2-hand rule as long as you're just following the amount of that meal replacement for your eating episode. When you are making that recipe for your 1 episode, that's your meal option, you want to make sure that you're using the portions provided by the recipe, or if you're just doing a combination, you use the 2-hand rule and of course the 6 to 8 inch plate. You can use 0 to 50 calorie condiments in the recipe if it does not already have condiments included. You cannot use condiments with your 5 other meal replacements. This only is for your 1 meal option, and if condiments aren't already in the recipe that you're making. So for example, if you chose to do combinations, you can use the condiment. If you choose a recipe that has condiments in it already, you cannot add more condiments. But if it is a recipe that doesn't have condiments, then you can. There is only 1 freebie allowed. Only use it if you are about to go over your 6 eating episode. Now we only get 6, but if you've had all 6 of your eating episodes and you just have to have something else, there is only 1 freebie that is allowed, and you can use that freebie after you drink a glass of water, you wait 5 minutes, and you are still dying. You can have that freebie, and the freebie will be listed in on page 2. So I'll tell you what it is in just a second. So we want you to also eat all 6 of these eating episodes within an 8, 10, or 12-hour eating window. In any order. Again, we said you can have your first eating episode can be your meal option, and then the rest of them can be the meal replacements. You can have 2 meal replacements at one time. So this would be an example if you were trying to still follow the Shibboleth Shield, doing this challenge, but you only wanted to have 3 eating episodes for the day. So what I would recommend is you would use 2 of the meal replacements at your first eating episode, 2 meal replacements for your second episode, and then have your meal option. So now we're talking about you've had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you've had 2 of your 5 meal replacements, 2 of your 5 meal replacements, and you've had your meal option. And then if you wanted to, you could use 1 more of those meal replacements as your 5th, say, as a snack or your extra. So that's how you would do it if you wanted to follow the Shibboleth Shield. Now, all of these days, if you do it correctly, will be a perfect day, even if you're not following that timing part of the Shibboleth Shield. And that's why we say you can't just do this challenge or this meal plan one day. We want you to be able to do it in a week, in a challenge, signed up on the website, and then also within a Shibboleth approved Facebook support group. So all of that being said, your beverages, you can have water, coffee up to 15 calories of approved coffee creamers, just like normal, unsweet tea, diet soda, Crystal Light, and any 0-calorie drink. You can have 1 Spark, a Celsius, a pink drink is allowed, but this does not count as your water. If you use any other sort of energy drink or other type of powdered thing that you add to your water, just please message me for approval, or in fact, you'll be able to just add it. Ask it, right in the Facebook support group. I'll be following along with that and answering any questions there. Now, you're seeing this video in some group, probably in the Most Fun Weight Loss with Shibboleth Secrets. Feel free to comment below as well, and we'll answer those questions for you if you're trying to decide to do the challenge. We would like for you to take a multivitamin every day, whatever your choice is, but of course the Shibboleth Awesome Vitamin is the best. And there is no exercise requirement, but a 10,000 step day per day, or 10,000 steps a day, would be best, and it would be good. And just try to do what you can. But if you are healthy and in shape and you're trying to exercise every day, 10,000 steps a day would be great. But do whatever you can, but there is no exercise requirement. So let's get down to the meal replacements. So as part of your 5 eating episodes that you get to have that are meal replacements, these are the ones you can have. You can have the AHS cheesesteak pasta, 1 packet. You would follow the directions on the box for these as to how to make them. The AHS pancakes, only 1 packet, and you can have 0 to 20 calories of syrup for the pancakes. We're allowing a little bit of condiments on just the pancakes in this plan. So you also can have the high protein pancakes. And again, like I explained in the beginning, these are underlined because they hyperlink straight to the Shibboleth store. So you can look at them, see how much they are, order them, put them in your cart, and along the way you go. You can have high protein oatmeal, 1 packet, Healthwise mashed potatoes, 1 packet, high protein soup, any flavor, 1 packet, and the high protein cereal, 1 packet, with or without a 1/4 of a cup, not a cup, a 1/4 of a cup of Kroger Carb Master milk or Fairlife fat-free milk. Your shakes and bars, you can have Beverly Ump protein powder, 1 scoop, and you want to make it with water and ice. Cocoa Right protein powder, Shibboleth high protein wafers or your Shibboleth protein bars. Now, the Shibboleth high protein wafers, we have it that you can have one package because I believe there's 2 little wafers in each package, but the Shibboleth protein bars, just 1 bar. Your chips, you can have 1 bag of Double Bites, high protein crinkles, Tasty Bites, wild protein chips, or Quest tortilla chips, 1 bag of your choosing. Your drinks, that can also be one of your 5 meal replacement for your eating episodes, can be the high protein cappuccino, high protein hot chocolate, high protein fruit drink, a coca ringa, or a bio coffee. 1 package each of those. And you're just going to follow the normal Shibboleth directions on how to make those by adding hot water. Or maybe not hot water to the fruit drink, but anyways, you can click on those. Of course, it's going to take you to the shop and it's going to give you directions there, how to use it, how to make it within the Shibboleth lifestyle. Your desserts, you can have the high protein cheesecake dessert, 1 packet, health-wise Jello, up to 2 packets. So you can choose to make 1 and see if that works, or you can have up to 2 of them because of the calories. So those are really good. And I did this meal plan. I loved the Jello. High protein pudding, 1 pack with water, or mix it into 1 cup of fat-free plain Greek yogurt. And you can also do that with the cheesecake dessert. The high protein cheesecake dessert or the high protein pudding, you can do that with. It's very good. Now, your meal option, your 1 eating episode of the day when you get a meal option. So we're going to have 5 of the meal replacements that I just went over, choosing 1 of either a meal replacement, a shake and bar, a chip, a drink, or a dessert. Now, if you wanted to have 5 of your eating episodes all double bites, you could do double bite, double bite, double bite, double bite, double bites, and your meal option. But you could also mix it up and do a package of cheesesteak pasta and a protein powder, a protein drink, and a hot chocolate or a cocoa ringa. So you can pick 5 different ones. You can pick 5 of the same. You can mix and match. Any of your 5 eating episodes can be any of these options that we went over earlier. But your 1 meal option, and again, it can be at the end of the day, it can be at the beginning of the day, whenever you choose to have it, is going to be any combination listed here: a 1 and a 2, a 4 and a 2, a 6 and a 2, or a 7 and a 2. And you can add 50 calories of condiments with those combinations. Of course, we want you to use the proper portion. So that's where we come into using the 6 to 8 inch plate, your 2-hand rule. If you're making a 1 and a 2, like chicken breast and green beans, follow the portions that are provided for you in the food library. So again, you can have these on only these combinations as your 1 meal option: a 1 and a 2, a 4 and a 2, a 6 and a 2, or a 7 and a 2. Another option for your meal option is any -2 or -3 weight loss meter recipe in the recipe library. And guess what? When you click that, guess where it goes? It takes you right there, and they're all listed there for you. So any of those recipes you can use as your 1 meal option for the day. And you just want to follow the portion size that the recipe gives you. Any -2 or -3 meal replacement. Some of those might include some of the things that we've just discussed, or maybe something like a hemp bar or a frozen meal by Healthy Choice. Those are the types of things that you're going to see on that list. And again, you can click on that link and it'll take you right to it. If you're just deciding if you want to do the challenge or not, the best thing would be is to go to your food library, go to meal replacements, and set that weight loss meter to -2 to -3. Now, when you accept the challenge and you're able to download this document, you'll be able to click that link and it'll take you straight to that. We've done the work for you. any -2 or -3 perfect pairing item, any -2 or -3 restaurant option, and any red or yellow column combination. So I made it easy by just telling you 1 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 2, or 7 plus 2, but you also can follow this link and it takes you to your full food combination chart with Shibboleth. And if you pick any red or yellow column, you can have that as well. So pick one of those options for your one meal option for that day. Now, the only freebie you can have, we talked about that earlier, is our AHS chicken bouillon. You just add it to water. You can have 1 to 2 packets a day. So I hope that this explained the Shibby Shop meal plan to you. And as soon as this video is available to you, you will be able to go to myshibboleth.com, log in, go to challenges, and you'll be able to accept the challenge that we are having upcoming. So anyways, if you have any questions, again, comment below where you're seeing this video. And if you're in the challenge and you've accepted the challenge, please go to the Facebook support group and you can ask your questions there. All right, have a wonderful day.